Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters. I'm your host, CmdrAleon, and my cat's mowing. We're on a little bit early tonight. It's now 10:44 in the evening. Welcome to Encounters. Everybody coming in, One Toyota, April, Maxine, Southern Breeze. Good to have you all with us here. A little bit early. Better earlier than not early sometimes. James Marshall, welcome. Agzilla, welcome to the show. Christina, Etheric, good to see you. Everybody, thank you for the gifts, April. Birds in Flight, good to see you, sister. Hey, Whirlwind, good to see you as well. James, Jazz Wilk. Hi, you love Gentleman XX? What's that all about? That sounds pretty weird. I just blocked what I think is a troll. Okay. Embroidery Donna, good to see you. Elizabeth Gomez, a cattleman, thank you for the share. Birdie B, Emmanuel Gonzalez. We had a great show last night. Those shows should be on my YouTube channel sometime tonight. I should have them transferred over. They've been downloading from TikTok to my YouTube. So, hey, Canada, good to see you, Daniel. Al Holmes, everybody. Yeah. I've invited her back. We messaged each other, and hopefully she'll be on. Excuse me for the coughing. I have a little bit of an allergy here, but no big deal. Bernie, thank you so much for the gift. Everybody, thank you, Birdie, for the gift. Yes, we're a little bit on early tonight, and it feels good to be here. So we're going to have a good show tonight. Hi, Haley, my friend over in Ireland. Hey, UFO Shift, I was just thinking about you, man. Good to have you here, brother. Maru, good to see you. Hello. Pam M. And I know people have information to share. There's always somebody out there. Enlightened Jess, good to see you, sister. Definitely good to see everybody coming in. Tara, Gossick. Let's see. We're doing good. Have a little bit of an allergy, but you know we're not sick or anything. Just a little bit of an allergy. Yeah, she'll be coming back tonight. We've been speaking to each other earlier tonight. She messaged me and I messaged her back, and hopefully she'll be when she gets in here. I will bring her up. And hopefully it'll still be dark out there in Ireland, and we'll be able to see some of the incredible things that she's having experiences with. And if you watched the show last night, she has been having contact for over 6 weeks. Isabella, good to see you. And right now I'm going to bring my friend over here, a UFO Sheev, a friend of ours, and I know he's got stuff. They've got stuff to talk about, and we're going to bring back up when she gets in here too. Hey, good evening. How you doing? Good morning or good evening.
Fine, mate. How you doing? It's 4
Doing
a.m.
good, and you?
Yeah, I'm just at work on night shift at the moment. So yeah, I ain't got long, about 5 minutes, but I thought I'd jump up. We spoke last month.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We had a great
So
conversation. So how's things going over there, and what's going on these days?
so we got a few developments and updates. So 19th of May, Central London, we're hosting a UFO UK disclosure event, the first one of its kind. We've got a small team together, so that's the start of our disclosure team to try and get the truth out in this country, to try and push the government. It should be a good night. We're gonna have the press there. We're gonna have a few UK celebrities there. So yeah, should be a good night.
So can you mention UK celebrities that are interested in the subject? Can you name some of the names?
So you all know them. So it's from EastEnders, Nick Cotton. It's like like in America, you have your small programs just for America.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like the UK. So Nick Cotton, and there's a former police officer. I forgot his name. So yeah, we got a couple of guest speakers. It's no one big, no one huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that's our plan for the 19th. We also have, obviously I can't go into detail, but we have three UK former UK military whistleblowers who have
Really?
contacted us. Yeah, in the space of 2 weeks, which is really exciting. Really happy with that. So yeah, I will hopefully share information eventually. But for now,
Yeah.
we're talking to them. It's really interesting what they're telling us about certain areas in the UK where they've worked on UFOs, on technology that they don't believe are ours. So yeah, really interesting.
And you
And
have
yeah,
your own. The thing is, you also have, and I've watched documentaries. There's a similar area in England. I can't remember what it was. I saw a documentary where there is like similar to Area 51 in the United States in Nevada.
Rendlesham.
Say again?
Are you on about Rendlesham?
That area, but there's another area that I saw that wasn't that area that is supposedly um, sort of. It looks very indiscreet, but it is definitely something going on. I watched a video
Yes.
documentary about it years ago.
Are you on about? Do you follow King of UFOs on here? He's a UFO filmmaker in the UK. He goes to that UK Area 51 a lot. Does
Yeah,
videos there. Yeah, it's quite. To be honest, it's a unique
yeah,
camp. I've been in many camps in the UK, but that's
hmm
double fenced. I've never seen a camp with two fences.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I've never been in a camp. I don't
It,
know
I
what's
wish I
going
could
on.
remember the exact name. All I know is like a beautiful area, but it was definitely unusual. It was like I knew it was definitely a military base.
Yeah,
It was
yeah. Sorry, carry on.
no. I was just saying. I believe it is. I wish I knew the name of it. I'd have to remember the documentary a few years ago on History Channel, one of the channels, and they showed this area that you drive to, and you can see there's cameras and monitoring equipment, and it's supposed to be the Area 51 of the UK.
Yeah. Well, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. I think if people were asking what's the name, if you just type in UK Area 51, it'll show you
Yeah.
some photos of the place. But yeah, in the 50s, there's a lot of rumors that were saying they had alien bodies there. It started 70 years ago. People saying this, but I can't comment. It's interesting. It's a unique camp. You got like um voiceovers in a camp. People have to leave. There was a message actually a few weeks ago saying if you're in, if you finish work, immediately leave camp. That isn't normal. So there's something going on in there, but
Yeah.
I can't say for certain if it's to do with UFOs, if it's not, or what not. But it's quite interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, please, people in the comments. So us in the UK, we've got big things coming. We got whistleblowers coming. I've got another whistleblower in the US. I'm working with Dr. Greer and Mike Herrera on something really big as
Oh,
well.
good. So you've
I
been in
can't
touch
remember.
with Dr. Greer, just to be more specific.
Yeah, well,
You've actually got.
I spoke to him on WhatsApp about 5 days ago.
Wow.
Um, because one whistleblower I have is really big, really huge. Obviously, I can't name what's going on at the
Right.
moment,
Right.
but and I'll be honest with you, Dr. Greer is a really nice guy. People have a perception of him of this, but he's generally a really nice guy who cares about disclosure. Gave me a lot of advice, so much advice of what not to, because I'm new in this game. I'm trying to not necessarily have a, because I have a full time job, but this is something on the side I pursue, you know. So I've got a
Yeah.
lot
No,
of,
you care about this very much. I know
yeah,
that from being a friend of yours.
yeah. So it gave me a lot of good advice. Who to trust, who not to trust. So yeah, it's interesting. And then yeah, we just keep in contact over Signal now. Um, And yeah, I was waiting for this whistleblower I'm speaking to hand me stuff that I'm gonna. Yeah, so it's interesting. I can't say much now, but it'll come
I
on our
know.
channel. On my channel, we got live with Greer on TikTok as well coming up in the next
If
couple of
Gur's
weeks.
going to come on TikTok and go live.
Yeah, on my channel. It'll be via Zoom, but it'll be live on
Oh,
my
Zoom.
thing.
Okay. So it'll be
Yeah,
zooming and interconnecting with TikTok through Zoom.
yeah.
I got you.
Maybe it
All
might be
right.
TikTok because he has a TikTok channel. I did tell
He
him.
does have a TikTok channel. I've been trying to get him to come
Yeah,
on here, but he's a real busy guy. I'm going to still push on him to. I met him in 1990, early 90s at the New Hampshire MUFON conference when he just started out with his
yeah.
whole endeavor with CSETI. And he had a beard and everything back then. And we did a
Okay.
video recording of him. I still have it on VHS somewhere.
Oh, nice. But yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to say people's perception of him. If you actually talk to him, it'll change. He's in it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a great guy. But yeah, I do need to go now because I'm
I'll
working
let
as
you go,
well.
man. I know you're limited, but thanks for some updates here. You know, you're always welcome from over there. If you have any real updates, we'll bring you up here. No problem.
I'll probably send you a message anyway after this. But yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
the last
definitely.
comment. Lou Elizondo is a con artist. I've been told by
Yeah.
multiple people that he is a disinformation agent.
I never
Just like
trusted him. I never trusted
yeah,
him, Shiv, since day one. I knew that this guy was just, I can read energy. He was definitely not there for disclosure. He was there to
yeah,
sidewipe it and get people confused.
I agree. But yeah,
Yeah.
I always say this, and I'm always gonna say this. So I've been speaking to these people. They always say to me, they cannot do this alone. It's normal people like me, like you guys in the comments. Contact your MPs, email your MPs, push for disclosure. Try to find people who may be whistleblower, former military or second-hand knowledge, and speak to them. Come out with this and try to contact these guys. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my utmost best. We've got a small team of us, and our reach is so limited. That's why I had to reach out to these other people who can do the right
Yeah.
things with this information. But anything, even displaying stuff about UFOs, about disclosure, posting stuff on Instagram, Snapchat, anything really, and it all helps, Because let's be honest, disclosure will not come from the government; it's going to come from
Right.
us, the
Right.
people. You know what I mean? So yeah.
All
Okay.
right, well,
So
Shiv, I know you're limited on time here, brother. So
yes, I do
you
need
know
to
what time
go.
I'm on. You can come up here whenever you need to and give us updated news from the UK. Everyone, UFO Shiv, thank you for coming up here, brother. We appreciate you.
Thank you, bro. Have a good day.
All right, you too. All
Bye.
right, and we're going to bring up my friend in Ireland. I'm bringing her up right now. Let's see here, and we're going to go from England to Ireland, and we're here live and direct here. This is Encounters Worldwide. As always, we are worldwide. Anyway, hey, how are you,
Hello.
sister? How are you doing?
Hi. I'm good. I'm more awake today.
Oh, good, good, good. You look like you're
Yeah.
awake too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
and
And it's great that it's so dark, and it's so special because it's a real full moon now. The moon's
oh
like
wow,
insane.
oh
So,
wow.
but you know the little sparkly guy that's always at the end of the garden on the right hand side?
Mm-hmm.
Well, over to the left, that's normally where the ship is be at the back. But since I came home, I got back kind of late. There's something unusual. So it's not the
Hmm.
ship, but I can't really describe it. It's the weirdest light I've ever seen. It looks
Mm-hmm.
like a cloud on the ground. So I'm going to see if you
Oh
guys can
wow.
see it. So I'm just upstairs in my bedroom so that I can show you from the heights, like
Oh,
out the
okay.
window
Okay.
first, and
Yeah.
then I can bring you guys out and we can see like what we can see. So I'll just show you
Sounds like a
now.
good. It sounds like a good idea.
Okay. I told them
And you're
to
watching,
not be shy. So
yeah. And I want to tell people you're watching Encounters. This is our friend Naima. She was on last night. We had a great show with her. She's on with us tonight. We're going to see some more activity in the countryside of Ireland. Just to give you some background, and this is what it's all about. This is. I'm going to let her describe. This
so
is what it's all about, folks. This is disclosure.
that's the sparkly guy or girl.
Okay.
She stays there until I'm fast asleep at night. She
Mm-hmm.
will not like leave. And even if I'm awake till 7, she's still there. And then this is I don't know if you can see this in this white thing. Do you see the white thing at the
The white
bottom
thing is, there's the moon up there, and then there's the white thing at the
on the
low level,
ground?
right? See,
So
everyone,
that
look at
white thing.
the moon is there in the sky, and there's the other white. Can you describe what that is?
So it basically to the eye, it's not really showing up on camera, but to the eye, it looks like a cloud. It's like a it's like a misty ball. So I've
Hmm.
never seen that before.
And
And
there's
then
nothing out
over,
there where we're looking at that light. There's no buildings. This is all
no,
countryside. Okay,
this is
just let
crop
people know.
fields. And so the sparkly guy that's always there all the time until I sleep. These guys also are there until I sleep. So
Now, also that primary area, there's a lot of activity there. There's no
so there's
buildings there, correct?
there's no buildings, there's nothing. So there's one red
Okay.
guy, I call him Red. It's just like one red, so I call him Red. And there's like a whole bunch of orange ones. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna take you guys now down to down out and see what we see.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So she's now going to go out into the field. She's in the countryside area. Where she is, there's no buildings. There's one house that's abandoned and empty. There's no lights on. What she's showing us um, is actually real activity where she is.
Okay, so we might lose connection for 1 minute, but they will come
Okay.
back. Okay.
And what I just want to say, what my protocol of this show is, no negativity, no insulting any guests, or you're going to be muted. No
Thank
foul
you so
language.
much.
Oh yeah, I have a strong protocol here. No foul language, no naked
Yeah,
people on here.
thank you.
No paranormal discussion, no politics, no
So
religion. So that's the deal, folks.
so that's the thing that I'll walk over.
Yeah, we just started Lucas a little bit early. This is my friend Naima, who's over in Ireland in the countryside. That's the moon, but she's going to show you the things that are happening at the ground level. So that's the
Yeah,
moon
oh,
there, and I'm going to let her narrate what we're seeing
so
over there
there's
in
a
the
white,
countryside.
I don't know if you can see very well on camera, but there's a white ball on the ground. Can you see it? It's very
Yeah, if
kind of
people
misty.
kind of look, it's down really low. It's kind of showing itself a little bit in the green background of the field. It's very, very light, but it's like diagonally down below the ground level. If you really look hard, you can see it.
But we'll go up here before it gets too light because
Yeah,
I want to see, we'll see what we see.
yeah,
They normally, like when I go to the top of the field, they normally start glowing. Um,
a good stargazer.
and they all seem to, oh yeah. And then there's fairies that I see in the sky. There's one in the sky there. I don't know if you can see it. That's a fairy, I
Oh
think.
yeah, I see it. If you look really, don't move the camera. This way people can start looking. So the light reflection, you can see a little dot. Is that the thing up there that's kind of a dot?
Yeah,
Yeah, look at it. It's
yeah.
coming out a little bit more.
That changes colors, red, blue, orange.
Hmm.
It's like a
Hmm.
rainbow kind of. But I'll see what we see in here. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. So
Oh,
this
wait a
one's
minute.
starting to glow over here.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one here.
Now, I saw really glowing lights just before you turned it that way. What, those other big
Yeah,
lights?
this
Tell us what
this
that
is them.
is.
That's
Okay,
them.
let's stay on those lights for everybody. You've got one, two, looks like one really bright one, and they're really bright out there. Can you describe what they are with them, what you're saying them, for the people here in the United States and other parts of the world, what we're looking at right now?
They're definitely star beams for sure.
Okay. Wow, look
They're
how bright they
into
are.
the eye. They look like a sparkler, like a
Mm-hmm.
party sparkler,
Mm-hmm.
which is all star shaped. They look like small adult size party sparklers. So there's
Hmm.
loads of orange ones, there's loads of white ones, but there's other ones that don't look like sparklers, and they're actual
Hmm.
like there's a green being and there's
Hmm.
a blue pulsating light. I'll just walk up here a little bit.
Yeah. Now you've got those three there, and then there's one away from the other ones by itself, correct?
Yeah, they
And she's
kind of stand in
walking.
clusters, but
Yeah.
now normally over to the left, a white one will come out sparkling and glowing. So I'm just waiting for her,
Yeah.
but I'm
Oh,
just
well, look
gonna.
at that.
But over to the right,
Hmm.
this one's getting very glowy here. She's
Oh,
getting
yeah,
very
it's getting
glowy.
brighter. It wasn't as bright as it is now.
Yeah,
And why do they get brighter? Is it because they're
they're
excited to
saying,
what's that?
yeah, they're that's them saying hello. Oh, there
So
we go.
are they
There's there's
aware
a
are they
there's a
aware
white
that
one
people are
here.
watching them? Okay, go ahead.
Do you do you see the white one to the right?
Yeah, it's a very
That's
light.
it's starting to glow now. Oh, it's getting very glowy.
Hmm.
Let's see. Sometimes I need to move.
Look how the glow just
There.
went. Look at that.
So she's saying hello.
So are they aware of the people watching this on my broadcast?
I told them, I said, guys, don't be shy. I'm bringing
Hmm.
Commander and all you guys out because I want to show you guys and for you guys to like experience it. And
Yeah.
so I
Wow.
think, oh, there, that's getting really glowy there actually.
Wow, look at that. Everybody, you keep focused on her side of the camera. Really look deeply and you'll see them. It's pretty amazing.
I definitely think that they can hear our thoughts without a shadow of a doubt.
Hmm. So they can understand our language.
I think they can for
Yeah,
sure.
I think they can too. I think
Because
they're
there
able
was
to.
a few days that the crystal ship that I saw at the end of my
Hmm.
garden wasn't there and I was missing it. And I
Yeah,
said to myself the other day, earlier on in the day, I said, I really missed that lion's head ship. I really hope it comes back. Like, what if it doesn't come
yeah.
back? I was thinking that to myself. And then when I got home from work, there it was at the end of the garden again.
Wow.
And I said, oh my
Uh,
God.
Hmm.
Oh,
And
there
that
she
one,
is. So over here, she's saying
there's the
hello. Do you
moon.
remember?
That's the moon.
Oh, she's gone. I think she's shy.
But that there
And
below, folks, is all the
there she
different
is
beings.
there.
Where
So
is she?
to
I
the
can't
left,
see her.
there's a white
Oh yeah, she's
sparkly one.
coming out right below
She's
the moon.
gonna
It's coming out. She's kind of getting
there.
brighter.
Yeah,
She's by
she's
herself. Look at that. The thing's getting
she
brighter.
she always comes out and she glows like crazy.
Now the
Oh,
moon is up above there. I just want to let people know that's the moon. She's what you're looking at. Look
hold on.
below the moon to the ground level where the lights are coming through. Those are them.
Now my friend, she's getting really bright now. So my friend said that to the right of me, I'm just going to turn around. There is one that isn't like a sparkler, and my friend said it's an elder. So a lot of these are kids, they said, but there's two elders, and that's the elder there.
Oh, the brightest
Uh,
one is the elder. What they call the elder.
what they call the elder. They're the one and the two like adult ones
Hmm.
in charge of this whole thing. She's getting really sparkly, so I'm turning back around to her. I'll walk down. Okay.
There's the single one there, and the other two are really clustered together. The other two beings,
Oh,
or whatever they are.
so this red. So the guy I call red because there's only one
Hmm.
red one. He's peeking out behind a bush. I don't know if you can
Oh
see
yeah,
him.
there's one there. Stop right there. Don't move the camera so fast. I want people to see this. There's one there, and it looks like there's
It's
another one.
a white one and a red one.
Yeah, it looks like there's two of them. They're like at a little distance from each. One's like there's something blinking in the sky. What was that?
That's them. That's the. Oh yeah, that's the fairy. That's the fairy. So she's glittering and she's sparkling. Do you see it? Do you see the little glitter thing in the sky?
I saw the
That's,
blinking thing. I thought it was a spaceship.
hold on. Okay, so here, there's a blinking thing right there. Do you see the blinking thing above my phone?
Yeah,
That's the
that I see. That.
fairy.
Well,
That's a
that's what I thought
fairy.
was a. You sure? I thought that was a spaceship for some reason.
Would they be that
Look at that.
small?
Well, you're at a distance. How far away is that?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It could be a
So
spaceship.
yeah, actually,
Look at
Skywatcher
the thing. It's blinking.
was
Look at
saying
that
that
thing,
earlier.
man. It's blinking, and there's no airports around there, correct?
No, no, none. But If you
Okay.
look beneath it, there's a white one, and beside it there's a red one. Oh, he's actually
Let's
he's
stick with the blinking object. Can you bring the camera, follow the blinking object? Let's keep so I'm getting that that could be a spaceship of some sort.
now
There's
she'll
no
follow
planes.
us.
There's no
She'll
planes in
follow
the
us.
area, correct?
Yeah. If I oh look, so I'm gonna go this way because she will follow us,
Hmm.
or it will follow us. Look how bright she's getting now, the sparkly one. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Now
walk
look at the
down.
ground level, folks. That's the moon. So just to give you some definition, the moon's there. The object. Look
There's
how
the
bright the
moon.
object is on the lower level. That's what you got to look at.
Yeah, Teresa said I see the red one once in a while. Teresa, I call him Red because he's a little shy and he just
Hmm.
peeks in and out.
Wow.
So I'm gonna walk on down here because
Look
they'll
how
show
bright
us
it
more.
is.
Oh, guys, just keep looking at this at here. Keep looking. The thing moving. There's one moving here. So they
Okay.
run.
And
So
they run.
so you
Oh,
see
look
it.
at that. It's coming in.
There you
Look at
go.
that thing. It's
They
like that thing's moving for sure. That's
yeah,
amazing.
they run. Like they run really fast. Oh, this one's getting brighter here.
She's in Ireland, Tiny Flying Pan. She's over in the countryside. No airports. There's
Yeah,
no homes around where
Skywatcher
she is.
Ireland said the red
Yeah,
one's
she's
very
in a very,
rare.
very, see, and there's the blinking light. There's no airports or anything in her area whatsoever.
I'm gonna walk down because they do come out and show us cool things if I
Hmm.
walk. Oh, there's
Hmm.
the blinking one there. I'll just yeah.
She's has a
They
lot of activity going on right now, as she said it would happen. And this is all being recorded on my show. This is being
okay.
documented right now, by the way.
So there's one moving. There's one moving there.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So
Unfortunately, Zanina, they can't
there's
zoom in on the camera.
yeah, they're so excited we're here. So what happens on my normally on my nightly walk is when I get to the top of this pathway here,
Hmm. Yeah.
there's a tree down there, and what's been happening is there's been like a tiny little child and like a
Oh, wait
mum.
a minute. What's that light over there? That's really bright.
That's the orange ones.
Now, will that road go straight to directly to that light?
Oh,
Can you walk directly to
no,
it?
these are crop fields. So
Oh, the crop field. So the road is not like a straight path. There's a crop field
yeah,
there that
this is
blocks you. Okay.
the and
Oh, I
now
gotcha.
there's one here that wants to say hello. It's starting to shimmer a little bit, and I just
Oh,
think
look at
we
that.
should say hi because like they like it when we say hi to them. It's to the right of the big one to the left,
Oh, yeah, there's a
but that
little
one
light, and then there's the brighter one right in the center there. But the other one's kind of faded a little bit versus the other light.
I'll have a look at the sky. Oh, there's is that a skiff? Is that a ferry there? What's
That
that in the
light up
sky?
there, it
There's
looks
something
like
in
it's
this.
pretty high up there. I don't know. I don't,
Yeah.
I won't say what it is because I don't
Oh,
really know.
okay. So this is funny. So when I walk down here, you'll notice
Hmm.
to the left they just peek out at the bushes. It's so funny.
And for those just watching us, this is my friend Naima
Oh, there we
over
go.
in Ireland, and you're seeing the moon, but it's below the moon. All these different things are happening, and we did see a blinking object in the sky
There you
there.
go. There's a see on the ground where I'm pointing to. There's something moving there.
I see something near the tree. See how bright it's getting a little
Yeah,
bit?
they know. They're so happy we're here. They're so happy you guys are here. This is the elder. Normally there's three of them and they can change colours and formations. And the other day they started showing me these geometric pattern designs. It was crazy. It was turning lilac, then blue, and then all these designs were appearing in the box and it was like changing.
Oh, wow.
It was so I'll see
And
if the baby and the mother appear.
yeah. And again, that for definition, that's the moon in the sky there in Ireland.
Yes,
So that's not an object. That's just the moon, so people don't start thinking we're
we're losing it.
yeah.
I mean, Skywatcher Ireland is in the chat, and he's having an awful lot of activity. And I was
Oh yeah,
asking
I
him if he
think he
wants.
said he'll have to come up with us too tonight. Skywatcher in Ireland. We'll bring you up as well. We'll do a
I
whole
just
Ireland thing here tonight.
I've just thrown him under the bus. Sorry. Oh, there's all the orange ones
So
there.
Soto Mex W, she's in Ireland in a very countrified area. There's no real homes around her. It's all fields, crop fields, and the activities on the lower level of the ground. Just for definition, that's the moon. That's the bright thing in the sky. That's the moon. Everything else is her contacts with these different beings.
I basically rent off a farmer and he just like lets me use the private lands down to the
Oh
river.
wow, that's
So
beautiful.
nobody else comes here, which is great. Cause
It's a good place to have contact with space people. That's for sure.
yeah. So once we get past here a little bit, they'll start showing themselves. There's some over there. They'll show themselves more in a minute.
Yeah, and
Just
if you're
this is
with
just
folks to the ground level, you might see lights near the tree level or the ground level. Those are the beings that she's
oh,
talking about.
that's the red one. He was peeking out. I'll actually hold it over here in case you see them peeking out of the bushes.
Hmm.
There's one
Cherry
peeking out
79.
here.
Yeah, my friend
There's
Cherry
one.
over here said, "Do they come ever closer to you if they want to?"
Yeah, like they have come. I can show you guys later. Like, do you see
Hmm.
that tree? Do you see that tree there? No, actually, wait. Um, do you see that tree there?
The big
That's
tree.
yeah, that's as close as they've got to me.
Oh, really? Okay, that's some sort of definition. Yeah,
There's one here, and she's shining her light. We'll see more down here, though.
yeah.
Oh, they're all in the back fields there. But they normally shine a lot brighter, but it's probably because it's, I don't know if it's getting brighter.
Yeah.
This one in the sky.
Now let's that one in the sky. That's that one there is a very light colored one. Earlier, I was just letting people know there was a blinking object which totally disappeared, which I think I know it was in an airplane. How much air traffic do you have over there? Not too much.
No, like the odd helicopter flies by, but
Hmm.
not like not a lot of planes or anything.
Right.
They're share so somebody else said they're sharing messages. They're sharing messages. So I'm not telepathic, but my friend is Diana. So she's giving me classes, and they're communicating through her, and she's helping me learn how to raise my frequency because they're
Mm.
actually. She said that they're trying to get me to play and be in unconditional love and have no fear. And they're trying to get me to know their energy signature so that I'll forever know that that's them. And
Hmm.
then slowly they said that my gifts will awaken.
Hmm.
And eventually I'll be able to, maybe I hope, kind of like know what they're saying.
You will in time. Good evening, Yvette. Good to have you with us. Everybody coming in. You're watching Encounters. Naima is my newest friend on the show from Ireland, and she's a contactee, having positive contact with fairies and space beings.
Oh, and thank you so much for having me up, Commander, because there's loads there.
Oh yeah, I love that one. That one is
Oh,
really bright.
they're shining. Yeah, that's them saying hello.
Yeah, yeah. You can tell that you know them more than I do, or our audience does. So you know when they're saying hello, which is nice that you can tell us you have
And
a
then,
relationship.
if ever I'm in, like, if I'm late home, like for example, say I go to, I'm an hour drive away, and a couple of times I came home and it was like 10 o'clock when I was driving home. And then on the motorway, they're in the sky and they're following my car.
Yeah.
So they follow me if I'm an
Is
hour
it
drive away.
is the spaceships following you or the
But
because you have ships
both
also that appear there.
the little orbs follow me. And then when I get
The
to the
orbs
back
do.
road, say I'm like 10 minutes away from my house and it's
Hmm.
nighttime,
Yeah.
um, the fields on both sides light up. And then I looked in my ring mirror, and then one of the white sparkly ones was chasing my car,
Hmm.
like around the bend. So it's
Yeah.
just, they're very
Interesting.
friendly and they're very loving.
Yeah.
And okay, they're
And
all
folks,
over
you have to
here.
understand, she's only been seeing these. She's only had the encounters for up to 6 weeks so
6 weeks.
far. 6 weeks. Good
It
evening,
took
Gigi,
like
Danielle.
it took 3 weeks for me to let go of the fear because they've put me
Yeah.
through a few tests. They've put me through a few tests to let go of the fear. Oh,
Yeah.
here they all
There's
are
a light
here.
right
Oh,
there as you're talking.
there you go,
See the light
guys.
there
This is
next to the
it.
tree?
This is. Do you see at the back? This is. Do you remember the white light?
Yeah.
Which. So that's normally where the shift is be, but that white
Now
light at the
let's
background.
stop for a second so they can really get a focus on it. I think it's, this is the only way they're going to know. So everybody look at that light there. That light there is at a tree line level in the distance in the field. There's
Yeah,
a field there that's the farmer's field. You can't go through the field. What you're looking at is one of those beings or entities that she communicates with.
I think this is a ship. It's a different type of one. I never seen this one
Okay,
before
so
though.
so you're the
The
one
white
looking there.
thing.
So could it be a
This,
ship?
like it's
It
not
just
a
popped out
being.
of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, this has been there all evening.
So
But
let's look at that light for a few minutes just to give people some perspective.
yeah,
I think we need to give people just everybody focus on that light everywhere around the world who are coming into encounters. This is being broadcast live. My show you're seeing in Ireland where she is. These objects. There's also fairies. Fairies aren't considered ETs, but they are fairies and they do exist. As do space beings. As do other energies in the realm of the cosmic, so to speak. So what you're seeing there, as we keep focusing that for a few minutes, is what she thinks might be a ship on the other side of
yeah,
the field that is
because
there.
that's
Because she
normally
hit
where
that,
the ship is.
so you know where the ship is. So that is the normal
Yeah,
location where you are of where a spaceship would be.
it's there.
And she's
And it's
pointing
on the
to it right now.
ground, and
Oh,
it
it's on
looks
the ground
quite
level.
big. It's
Yeah.
sitting on the ground, and that looks quite big.
Now, if you had a walkway to that other area without a field being there, you'd be able to walk right up to that thing, right?
So I can walk around this way, and then I walk down to it, but it's across the river.
Oh, you
But
can't. That's right. You'd have to go in the
what
river to
happens
get
is
there. I don't think that's going to work.
they've been getting closer and closer, so that's why I've been working on my frequency. And
Yeah,
so what my friend Diana was saying was we have to be in high frequency, but that also means not having fear or not having any
right.
negativity around us. So, for example, we have to be in the feeling of joy and love in our hearts because
And I
that's how
think
they
you are. Do
communicate.
you do you do you find I think your energy's in that level of joy and love, correct? Excuse me.
Um,
You feel that way?
yeah, like my natural state is, but obviously with life stuff that can,
Yeah,
certain people or
right.
something like that can bring it down. So I have like cut off a lot of connections, if I'm honest with everybody, like the past 6 months because I just anything that brings me down or puts me down or,
Yeah, you don't need to
isn't,
be yeah,
yeah,
you
so
don't need to be around that energy. Yeah.
I've had to
No,
let
you
it
don't
go
need
for a lot
that.
of relationships and I
Yeah.
feel so happy right now. And
Yeah,
I think
see?
that's bringing them closer to me. And also, my friend was saying I need to watch my diet. They were telling her that they want me to eat more of a plant-based diet because if I eat a lot of sugar, that can make my mood low, stuff like that. So it's a
Yeah.
combination of things.
Yeah,
There's
well they're vegetarians. The space people, they're all vegetarians.
there they are
Look how
there.
bright
Look,
that is now. Look how bright that is.
that's
That's even
them.
brighter than it was before.
There's one here peeking out as well. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
They're they're probably like wondering what's she doing. But sometimes if I walk here, the sparkly guard can shine really bright.
Mhm.
But this is an unusual one, this one.
Yeah, so, and it's hard for me to give perspective. Because my first inkling is that some of these things are actually spaceships.
That's what Skywatcher was saying actually, because it's so exciting though, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
so normally the sparkly guard stands there, but she's not showing herself. Might be because it's
Yeah.
getting bright. Oh
Hmm.
wow, has that moved? Or oh
It's,
god,
well, so don't move. There's another light that's moving. See it?
yeah,
Don't move the camera. See it, everybody? You're going to see a light that pops in there. It moved from one direction away from the moon towards the other object. I just saw a light that
yeah,
pulsated.
that was one of them running. They leg it. They, that's a sparkly one running really fast.
Hmm.
Would you like me to walk down, or what do you guys?
Yeah,
What would you
yeah. Why
guys?
don't you see if you can walk down towards the river, at the where the river is. That would be the closest point from where that object is.
Yeah, and you'll see that sun will come and peek out on the sun's show
Yeah.
us.
So
Sun.
so you can get down to the river, which will be the closest point to where that potential spaceship is located, and hopefully we'll get a closer look at that thing. and hopefully it'll stay where it is and not move. So this is live. I just want to make people aware. This is my friend Naima over in Ireland. She's all the way out in the country near a river in a farm field area. There's no real houses anywhere. There's no
You're welcome,
airports or buildings. And as she's getting closer to the river, I think we'll be able to have a better indication of what we're looking at. It'll be closer and we'll see it better. If you're not watching this show, you're missing quite an extraordinary experience. You're on Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show here on TikTok for 3 years running, going all the way into June of 2025, folks.
Oh, they're being quite shy tonight. It's normally like crazy, but I think it could be. Oh, there's one there. She's peeking out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little,
Oh,
and she can point out the lights. There's one in the, yeah, it's like a very light with her camera. She's pointing out to the
she's saying
dot.
hi. Oh, there's one behind me. They're coming closer. Okay. So here.
And how large is the river? Is it pretty large?
They're
Oh, look
there.
at those two.
They're coming forward. There's one in the sky as well. Something in the sky. Oh, they're saying hi.
And what happens if you get close enough? We find out that some of these things are actually spaceships.
Oh, there's one there. There are definitely star beams and spaceships. It's definitely a
It's both.
combination.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
But I seen one that got very close to me and it looked kind of transparent. So what it looked like was I seen it twice. It looked like the head shape of an ant. Really the top torso like an ant shape, and it looked about 7 feet tall with really skinny legs. And that this was one that came close to me.
Are there any boats in the river? Because somebody's saying I'm here for the truth. Their comment was the one on the horizon was a boat. Are there any boats that have lights on in the river?
No.
No boats. But
It's only it's only
I
a
just wanted
tiny
to
river.
clarify that. So it's a
Yeah,
tiny river, so there's no boats in the river. I wish I could tell you I'm here for the truth. There was a boat there, but
so there's one hiding here and the back, and
mhm.
they're kind of that blinked a few minutes ago. She's just looking at
Yeah.
us there. There they are, all peeking out.
And she's walking towards the river. Once she gets to that point, we should be able to see that other object pretty good and pretty close.
It gets bright so quick. Oh, there's
She
one
lives
there.
here. She
Oh,
knows.
oh, look in the
What
sky.
is that?
It's like I thought they were fairies.
I just want to respond to I'm here for the truth. She lives there in Ireland. She knows that area. So I would suggest, based on her knowledge of that area, and it's saying it's a very small area, look at that light over there. I think she knows what she's talking about.
That's the
Yeah,
the star
I get the
beams.
feeling there's star beings and potentially a spaceship. Based on the radiant light that's coming from that area. And again, folks, understand there's no buildings, there's no houses there.
Oh,
this is all empty field.
Do you see the one that stands at the end of my garden? That's it there, and that normally
the little
shines.
dot, she's pointing to it. Yeah, she's got a lot of activity going on right now as we're talking with her. So please stay focused on her part of the video. Look at that. That to me is potentially a spaceship.
There's one there.
Yep. That's really bright. That thing has got me like.
They're all coming out now. So they're all. It's like they keep their distance because I think out of respect, and it's still so new because they don't want to scare us. But there's loads of them down here.
Yes, all wisdom. It is amazing. You're right.
But the coolest thing ever, was seeing the lion's head made out of crystal. Like it looked like geometric. And I have a picture of that on my Facebook because it came up quite close. And it was floating, so I thought it was a star being with no body. And I was like,
yeah,
where's the body? But then I realized, oh my God, I think that was a little ship.
Yeah, I'm loving this. This is really great. I appreciate you. I think our audience around the world appreciates this. This is what it's about. When we can do things like this and have documentation, this is one of my favorite parts of doing this show.
Well, it's nice to share it because I
Yeah.
feel I just want everybody to feel what I feel and just to experience it. There's a white one here glowing, getting
Oh
really
yeah. See
bright.
that? Yeah.
So that's her really
And they know
happy
you're
that,
getting. Look at it. You can see the other light that
yeah,
just blinked on the other side of it. There was a blinking light that came out of the woods there for a minute.
she's so excited. I probably should have just got in my car and drove, but
And we don't
but
want to
I
scare
think,
them off, you know.
yeah, I need to get my steps in anyway. But
Now they seem to be okay with you getting closer. Look how much closer we are to that really bright light out there in the field.
there they are. Can't really see
You
them.
know.
Oh,
But that
come
other
here.
light is that, like I said, that other bright light. I think again, this is my theory. Everybody, that other bright light there, I think could be a spaceship in the lower in the field. Then it feels like it could be a spaceship there.
That's the crop field there, so I can't really run
Right.
through them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the closer I have chased them, I have like tried to chase them, but they move back.
Yeah. Well, it
So
seems like they're not moving back right now. They seem to be letting you
they're
get
all
closer to
coming.
them without moving back. Look,
My
I
friend
think
said
that's a
that
spaceship.
my friend said that they've been working on my light body, my physical body and light body for
Hmm.
months now, and that they showed me the shifts because they said that I might
Yeah.
want to go on it or something.
Well, I think you might want to go on it. I would say if they're as not, as loving as they are with you, you know, that's interesting, Molly. I wonder if they'll leave a crop circle because that's a crop field. It'd be
Yes,
interesting if they would do a crop circle. Have you had any crop circles where you are?
I haven't seen any.
Okay,
I've been keeping my
yeah.
eye on it. Look at that.
Look how bright that is. I really do think that is some sort of a light ship. What's over there? There's no buildings or anything there, correct?
There's no buildings. There's no
So
buildings
let's
whatsoever.
stay focused on that for just 2 minutes. So right over there in the field, way out in the field, there's no buildings there, folks. There's no buildings, houses, boats, planes, anything. That thing is right there, and it's nothing conventional. There's nothing there. So you explain to me out there, make an explanation of what that thing is out there. There's nothing out there. It's fields. What is out there? There's only
Nothing.
two explanations.
It's.
Nothing. So I
I
think it
can't.
is a spaceship that is actually landed out there in the distance, and it's actually there. That's what I think it is. I think she's got a spaceship on there,
Oh,
and
Alyssa
you're
said, "Can
watching
I
this
zoom
live.
in?" I'm
I
sorry,
wish you
Alyssa. I
could
can't.
zoom in.
I don't
If
know
anyone
how
can
to.
take I hope
Can
someone
I
can take
zoom
some
in?
pictures of that and
Does.
then zoom it in. If anyone has the ability to take pictures and zoom it in, that'd be great.
Yeah. If anybody wants to take a screenshot,
Look at this ridge.
I'm not gonna move my hand for a sec.
Yeah, look at this. She's in Ireland. She's got something really amazing on here. I'm telling my daughter what's going on. You
That's
want to take
so
a look at this?
special.
Matt? Oh,
Oh, Christina, I don't think I can zoom in. Oh, you took pictures. I'll keep walking because we might see a bit
yeah.
more. I'll keep this up here, don't for you
Yeah,
guys.
that's amazing. I am
Oh,
absolutely certain that that is not a conventional, again, because there's nothing there. Now, if for a skeptic, it'd be hard for a skeptic to discount anything out there because there's nothing there except that light.
and
The-
and Commander, did you see the video of the actual green being that I got the video of a green being? She
when
was
was that posted?
so posted like it's like it was posted like 2 or 3 days ago on my TikTok,
Yeah,
but it's an
yeah.
actual green person about an adult
Oh,
size, and she's
wow.
walking, and you can see her go behind a hedge, and then
Mm-hmm.
she comes out the other side of the hedge. But that's actually on my page there.
Mm. Okay, Alyssa's screen recording your video, so of that light, and hopefully with a good camera we can zoom in on it. Again, my theory is that that light out there is some sort of a spaceship that is on the ground level and way out. Is that in a field all the way out in the distance? Is there another field?
So what happens is the closer this is the distance they're giving me now, and then
Yeah,
but if I was to go closer, they would move back. But they used to be way further, so
yeah.
they're
Now
getting closer all the time.
that one has another light next to it, Naima, that's getting next to it that's a little bit bright. There's two other lights next to the bright one. And there's another
So,
one on the right side, a little bit
so
anyway.
Grandma, the small white lights are star beings, and they look like orbs on camera, but
Mm-hmm.
they in person they look like party sparklers, small adult size party
Mm-hmm.
sparklers. But we're getting close to the river now.
Yeah. And unfortunately, with the TikTok thing, they don't have a zoom mechanism. I wish TikTok would add zoom to their cameras, but they don't have that.
Oh, yeah, it's such a pity.
Yeah. But there are some people here shooting it. So
I'll stop in it. Oh gosh.
you're not getting tired of walking, are you?
No, sometimes there's a little forest here and it creeps me out a little bit. It's the only part of the field that
Oh,
I
no.
when I hear noises in it, I run.
I don't know what's in your car.
So it's just running there.
What's in your car?
It's the birds.
Okay.
I'm not scared with seeing things now. I've realized that I'm scared with
What?
hearing things that I can't see.
Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to go down. I'm gonna let you
Oh
narrate
guys,
here for a minute,
there
and I'll be right back, folks.
guys, look at this here. Do you see this white thing? That's the ship thing that we saw. Do you see that white thing there? That's that. Hi, Verity. That's the thing that I saw at the end of from my window. Like the fuzzy cloud thing. Oh my god, what is it? Guys, so this is new. Oh my god. What is it? I have to get a picture with this phone because I'm up close with it. Guys, this is so exciting because I never. This is why I have two phones. Why not just walk through the grass? It's because it's the farmer's crop fields, and he'll kill me. And I want to stay here. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, I wish I could zoom, Molly. I don't know how to zoom in. Hold on, maybe I can zoom in on this phone. Hold on, I just had an idea. Okay. Okay, so it's not. What is it? It's so weird. I don't know what that is, guys. I'll take a picture of it. I think this is a ship. Yeah, so the farmer I rent from, like my house. Guys, look. It's oh, that's a star being. I'll try. Oh, we're being watched over here. So that's where the white thing was. Take a picture, zoom in, and take a screenshot and zoom in. Okay, thanks, Sandra. Let's see. Oh, it's gone. It's actually turned off now. So these guys are watching us over here. I'll try go down to the river. Look like a little house, it did. Oh, it's actually not gone, guys. It's a white fog. It's like, okay, there was a star being standing beside it. So it's like a cloud on the ground to the left, and there's a star being to the right. So here, from my bedroom window, I was seeing what looked like a misty, foggy ball. I actually have a video. I have a picture here. Let's see, it doesn't show up on the picture. This is what. Oh, expect the unexpected. That's a zombies apocalypse. Expect the unexpected. There's no houses here. There's the star being. She's peeking out to say hi. Do you see? They owe me money. So the star being is there. Oh, guys, there's an orb in the sky. Hold on. We're getting a few bits here. So that's a star beam lighting up. Yeah, so there's houses in the distance. So there's a river, and then across from the river, the farmer lives about 15 minutes away in a big mansion. So there's a star beam here lighting up. Oh, Teresa got a really good zoomed in picture. Yeah, how do you
There's
walk and
one of
never
the
get
other lights
closer?
there. Yeah.
So Vision Flow had a good question. How do I walk and never get closer? This is the distance that they're allowing me because they're only here for 6 weeks. So they used to be more further away. So they slowly are getting closer over time. But when
Mm.
I move forward to them, she's glowing there. She's glowing.
Look at that. It's all, yeah, it's definitely, for those
That's
who
a
are, let me
star
just,
being.
yeah. She's also got some spaceships in the distance that are right at ground level too.
So that's a star being. So that's a star-shaped party sparkler kind of shaped like alien.
And one of the things I love about this kind of show is this is going to be a test for people to see whether they really do understand what is going on here. Now the moon, we saw the moon earlier, so I want to make sure everybody knew the moon is a very
Oh,
bright
guys,
object.
look. Guys, she's showing herself. Hello. Can we all say hello to her in our head?
Now you're talking. There's two lights. There's one on the right side of the tree and one on the left side that's brighter. It
So
looks like
the
two.
so the left side is the foggy cloud that was at the
Hmm.
end of my garden that we looked at from the window. That's the
Yeah.
white foggy ball. And to the
Okay.
right is an actual star being and she is glowing and I think it's a she, Rob said. I think it's a she. But the to the left is the foggy is the like a white
You're really
cloud on
getting
the ground.
close on the walking area. You're
Oh,
getting, and it looks like they're not fading out. They're like staying there. Now,
Commander,
let me. Yeah, go ahead.
can you say hi? Can you say hi to her?
Hi to the light out
Just
there.
Yeah, just say hello because she
Okay.
hears you. She wants you to say
Hello.
hello.
She hears me. So I'm going to
Yeah.
say hello to the light out there and see if it'll respond by getting brighter.
Guys, can we all say
We'll,
hello? Just say hello. Hi. Because they love that.
so we'll
Hello.
say hello collectively and see if they get brighter.
Thank you so much. Thank you for showing yourself.
Oh, look, it is beautiful. The other one's getting a little bit
Hello.
brighter. So for people that don't know
Yeah.
what is actually going on here, who've just come in here, Naima's been on my show last night for the first time. She's from Ireland in a very remote area. It's a big farm field. There's no houses. There's an empty house that's no electricity. There's no real air traffic or planes or jets or helicopters going through. It's just wide open countryside. And what you're saying, those lights are not anything you can debunk because those lights
Hello.
are not houses or homes or cars or anything. Just to let you know what you're looking at.
But Commander, I've just had a dawning, so sometimes I have these light bulb moments. And
Hmm.
you know the one on the left, that's an unusual one that I've never seen before that looks like a cloud, a ball of cloud.
Yeah.
I think that's a new being showing itself because that's what they've been doing. They're showing me new ones every few days
So I want
that
to
look.
also respond to Chronic Michelle. Chronic Michelle, and I'll let you, Naima. You're the one who lives there. You're the one who's
Yeah.
experienced it. All we are the viewers, and I'm only the talk show host. So Chronic Michelle saying those could be bad ETs, and you have no idea. You want to respond to that person's comments?
Yeah, absolutely not. Because oh, I nearly fell into the ditch there. Absolutely not. Because I've felt nothing but unconditional love since they've been here. They have been so sweet, so kind, sending me so much love. So if you know energy, if you've ever been around somebody that's very negative, and your energy is drained and like you get anxiety, that's like not a good. But
Yeah.
since they've come, I feel like I could cry. I don't want them to go.
Yeah.
Like
And one of my friends is
that's
saying,
definitely
you're the
not.
one who lives over there in Ireland, so you're the one physically there. We're not. My friend Lavola says if you open them up, they age houses, Commander. I'm not sure what that means. Lavola, I'm not sure what
Oh,
that means. I'm sorry, I'm a fan, you know. I'm not sure what you mean by age houses.
yeah. Well, you see,
Naima says there are no houses except for one that is
yeah,
totally
there's no
empty.
houses. But I've always been a spiritual person, and since I've been a child, even with no religion, because my family didn't go to church, but I've always believed in aliens
Hmm.
and gods and fairies. I've always been a
Hmm.
believer. So like I just
Yeah.
think if you believe, like what you can believe you manifest as well. I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder, can I walk over there a little
Oh,
bit?
okay. So somebody just blew up a screenshot. Rachel, thank you, Rachel. And she says there are
Oh,
houses out there. She's got a screenshot of houses in the distance.
yeah, there are buildings in the distance because
There
across
are,
the
okay.
river, yeah,
We're
across the
trying to get
not
a
in
better idea. Thank you. We're just trying
not
to
in
get
these
clarification on what
fields.
we're looking at.
Yeah,
Okay.
over
So in the
there are
fields, there are no houses. There are
no
houses.
at the are over the river. There's like yards and stuff like that, and there's a
Oh, there
house.
are.
But
Okay. We need to
this
get
this
clarification so we know what we're looking at.
guys, this
I
being
appreciate
is letting
everybody.
us, Commander. This being is letting us get so close to it right now. Look.
Oh, let's see here. My TikTok thing is doing something. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Let's see. Let me
I don't
see what
have
I'm
any
doing.
neighbors. There's a guy that lives in the front of the house, but I don't have
Okay.
any neighbors.
So
No,
are some of these lights across the river?
no.
These lights
So
are on
these,
the other side of the river.
I don't see any lights at all now. The lights that we're looking at now is the
Hmm.
star being. Can you
Okay.
see it?
I just want to get clarification of, and I appreciate the,
Yeah,
the healthy interaction that we know that there are some houses
yeah.
across the
But
river,
there's no
and there,
houses
but
here.
no houses
We're
on your side of the river. Okay. We're
Commander.
just trying to get.
This is the closest she's ever got. By the way, so
Hmm.
she's looking at us right now. The star being. Do you see
Okay.
her?
Are you talking about the middle light that we're looking at in the middle, or the
Yeah,
brighter one?
that's her. So the one on the right is the star being, and the one on the left is the new one. It's a bit like
Hmm.
looks like a cloud.
And where they are, they're on your side of the river towards the field, correct?
Yeah, I'll walk up to the river. I'll
Okay.
show you guys. Yeah.
Okay. I want to just, for
So
our audience, get clarification so we know that we're not looking at
yeah,
houses versus what you're
yeah.
showing
So
us.
I'll show you guys. So this is the
Okay.
river. And then across the river there is like
Hmm.
there are some um what are they called, like warehouses and stuff like that.
Warehouses. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So
this
just
is
for
the river.
clarification, now we know on the other side of the river there are people that have homes. On her side of the river, it's all fields, and that's
Oh,
where the
there's one
activity
there.
is.
There's an
And that's
orange
on your
one
side
there.
of the river, correct?
That's it. I can't really
Hmm.
see, I don't think, on the phone, but there's an orange
Okay,
one
we'll
there
just try
peeking
to.
out. I know it's hard to see.
And I just want to say I appreciate everybody's input because
Yeah,
we're all
thank
in
you
this
so much,
together.
everybody.
Everybody's put by. I appreciate
It's
everybody's input. Definitely.
Yeah, and it's so good to question everything for sure.
Yeah, you gotta question
Um,
everything.
but it's actually getting quite light, so it's kind of we're probably not going to
Yeah,
see
it's
too much
amazing. She
now.
was in the dark when she went outside. Look how light it's getting over there.
Be careful, safety comes first. Thank you so much. I feel really safe here.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm
I
I'm
feel
loving the birds.
this is the safest I've ever felt living anywhere in
Oh,
my whole
good.
life, really.
Well, if you ever needed help, you have almost 300, over 300 people in the room. We can all go over there in Ireland, jump through the screen, and walk with
Yeah,
you in the
thank you,
field. Wouldn't
Rachel.
that be kind of cool if we were able to just transport ourselves through her camera, all of us in the field, and walk with her out to see those lights?
But you know, if everybody wishes it in their heart and they look up in the sky, because
Yeah,
for about 4 months I was seeing what I saw. I saw little things in the sky, and I was
yeah,
running here every night. And then I
yep.
was like, is that what I think it is? And then
Hmm.
suddenly they're on the ground. So if everybody wants to see them, I'm sure they could. I think that's them saying, oh, she's shining really bright now. Can you see?
Yeah. And vision flow. I understand. I know you're not being critical, sister.
Oh, do you see her there? She's kind of shining at us. I'll walk back.
I'm still
Oh,
loving the birds.
that's so special that she's actually shining like that.
You're
That's
welcome,
so
Vision.
special.
I just like the birds.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
so
I
cool.
would love to be in that field
Oh,
right
there,
now.
guys, look. There's an orange one running. An orange one just ran right across.
What's that blinking thing I just saw blinking in between the tree line?
There, that's it running. Look, look. Did you see it? That's one of their little car things.
And for me,
There.
I'm really
Can you
looking
see it?
intently at the camera to see if
So
I see
keep,
anything.
it's showing us something now. Oh, that's amazing. But she's there shining. You see it's getting daylight now, so you can't really see it.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
see
different
her?
than in the night. Yeah, what a
Do you,
difference in the nighttime.
they're running fast. Whoa, so Lee seen it. Did you see it, guys? Wasn't that amazing? So they have these like little, I call them little train cars. They're like these tiny little, like crystal, like, yeah, it ran fast. There's no
Well,
logical explanation.
and again, being the healthy skeptic that I am also, I'm just listening and watching the comments here, and some people are saying they did see it running. So I'm just keeping my mouth closed on that. I want to know who actually did see something running.
I'm just going to say goodbye to her. Oh, there's two of them now. Oh, guys, keep looking into the hedges. There's a few of them like running and stuff. There, keep guys. There's another one. Just keep watching the hedges there. They're showing us a few things now. There, do you see the red one? It's hard to see now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's an orange one
Yeah,
there. Oh, it's a
it
pity it's
makes
not
a
really
big
coming up.
difference in the dark, doesn't it, Naima?
It really does. And guys, I think we came in at 4 o'clock and it's already bright.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, Commander, thank you so much for having me up. Thanks, everybody. I hope that
yeah. We
gave
appreciate you
everybody a
coming
little
on
bit
for
of
another
faith.
night. Yeah, absolutely. I hope I didn't talk too much. Well, I am a talk show host, but yeah,
Oh,
so
you're
I
a
do
great
talk.
host.
So yeah, I mean, I could be the silent host of encounters and sit here and just let everybody else talk.
Guys,
That would
I'm
be
gonna put.
interesting.
Um, I have videos of what you didn't see there, and I can put
Hmm.
them on my TikTok. So, if anybody
Yeah.
didn't see it, I'll put a really clear one up of the
Well,
train thing.
this is going to be on my YouTube channel, and I want to thank you for coming up tonight and coming on when it's still dark out, and we got to see some things. We got to, at least as a healthy skeptic, clarify that across the river there are structures and some buildings, and they do exist. And then on this side of the river is where the beings and whatever the lights are that are appearing in the fields and near the tree line. Correct?
There's an orange one there. It's kind of peeking out. I don't think you can see it really
You can't
though.
see it if it was dark out, maybe, but it's too light.
Yeah,
All right,
they're
Nama,
still there. Oh, thank
I
you
want to
so much,
thank you.
everybody. You're so
Let's
welcome.
all
Thanks
thank
so
her.
much.
I think
Bye,
all the input of my
guys.
audience was important, and to pick out what might have been on the other side of the river,
Magic
which
is
is,
real.
yeah, we appreciate
Magic.
everybody here. So,
You're
yeah,
so welcome. Magic is real. Just keep believing, everybody. And
yeah,
don't be afraid. They come in love.
yep, that's the key word. That's the key word. Hey, my Naima, thank you again. A good morning over there. I'm going to bring her down. The one other person in England, Skywatcher of Ireland, I think it is. Let me see here.
Yes.
Skywatcher, Skywatcher of Ireland, are you there? I want to bring another person in Ireland on here. This is going to be the Irish UFO night. Almost, I think. Oh, there you are. Hey, I'm going to bring you up, brother. I think, brother or sister. We'll find out. Come on up. You're my next guest over in Ireland. We're going to have a good Irish night tonight on Encounters. You know, hopefully. Yeah, I love both those countries too, Bonnie. Yeah. Skywatcher, come on. You now can be a guest. Thank you for the heart, the hand heart. I appreciate the gifts. Let me see if I can get Skywatcher of Ireland on here. Can I do it? Don't be shy. This is the place to be. Sorry, man. I'll wake the kids. Oh, okay. Well, you are invited. Can you come on tomorrow night? We're trying to make plans with our Skywatcher person. If you can come on tomorrow night, we'll put you on. Tell me if you can. Yeah, I do have an email actually. I'm gonna give people my email. I'll give it right here. I just uh, I just sent it over there, and yeah, definitely feel free to join us live if you can tomorrow night. We'll definitely have you on, Skywatcher. I heard you have some. I haven't had a chance to look at your channel, but I hear you got some fantastic things there. So yeah, I'll try tomorrow. Send me a message. I will. After I get off of here, I'll send you a direct message. Uh, So I come on at 11 o'clock here in the United States, which would be about 4 a.m., I think, at that point in Ireland and in the UK. Watching Encounters, and we're having a great night tonight. We have a great audience, as we always do. And one of the things that I'm open to is all these experiences people are having, like in Ireland and the United States and other countries. People are having experiences. And as a healthy skeptic, it's good that we're all able to take a look at these things and say, oh, maybe on the other side of the river, we did not know this, but now we know on the other side of the river, near where she lives, where there's no field, there are individual little homes and stuff on the other side of the river and some building or something. But on her side of the river, as she narrates it, she does have some real things happening. So we just have to weed out the things that aren't part of that, that are conventional versus non-conventional. And I think we all did a pretty good job of, with our input, of doing that. Absolutely. So I appreciate all the input of what you were seeing. I think it's great. Yeah, I felt like I can jump through her screen and just walk in the fields of Ireland. It's an island so many things away, 6 hours away from Connecticut, and I felt like I was right there. Didn't you feel like you were right there, like walking with her in the field? It felt really like that kind of thing, Beautiful, really beautiful. Sonia, thank you for the. I don't want to tell people I was eating bubble gum, but that was, yeah, what am I going to do? But now there's all this talk about the Pentagon, and I'm trying to find the original article. People are talking about it. Is it true that the Pentagon stated that the Anunnaki are real and that the Anunnaki are coming back to Earth? Now, I've been hearing a few reports on YouTube. I've heard some people create videos here saying that they read an article or something that the Pentagon has stated and come public stating that the Anunnaki are coming back to Earth. Anybody see any of those videos out there? Anybody seen any of that that has been posted on TikTok? I have. I've seen a few of them. Different people posting about the Pentagon. I've not seen the Pentagon article, which I'd like to find. I'm going to look for that. So Dee thinks it's nonsense. And these other people, I don't know who they are, but I've been watching. I do view videos on here that are posted, and I've seen a couple that are people that don't know each other saying that the Pentagon supposedly is stating that the Anunnaki are coming back. I'm almost tempted to call the Pentagon up, to the press secretary and say, hey, have you come out with a statement saying that the Anunnaki are coming back to Earth? I probably shouldn't do that. I probably would end up being on some sort of Pentagon list. I mean, but the other part of me is bust the matrix and call the Pentagon up and ask for their media person. Are you at school, Lavola? Okay, yeah. I'm skeptical about reports like that on TikTok. Thank you, Lavola. I'm skeptical of reports like that. I doubt very much the Pentagon would come public and say something that you just major that the Anunnaki. Can you see it? The Department of Defense today came out with a report to the news media and made a statement that the Anunnaki are coming back in 3 years. The Anunnaki will be landing their ships in the Middle East near the pyramids, and they'll be making presentations to the whole world from that area. Yeah, so I don't know where these people come up with the videos. And again, I'm skeptical of those videos because there's no documentation. It's just people saying, "Oh yeah, the Anunnaki are coming back in 2 to 3 years." Good thing I have a healthy skepticism. I like to check everything out, and that's probably because of my news background. I studied news media in college, and one of the things I studied how to be asking questions about everything and be somewhat skeptical. The Anunnaki are alive and well. It's just that these people on TikTok are creating videos saying, "Oh yeah, the Anunnaki are coming back. The Pentagon says so," and I've not been able to find any report that states that officially from the Department of Defense. Yeah, Half Pint has Anunnaki. So that's real. Half Pint Ray and Mary are definitely connected with Anunnaki contact up in the mountains of the Appalachian Mountains in Pennsylvania. So they're having contact, absolutely. And they've had contact for as long as I've known them through being on TikTok. So absolutely. Star says it might be true. Yes, you also have to have a sense of humor. I agree. Thank goodness I have a sense of humor. The Anunnaki are the Anunnaki. The Pleiadians are the Pleiadians. They're all different. Yeah, D, I didn't see. I mean, the only thing I can go by is these people with videos, and I don't trust the videos that are being created on TikTok about the Anunnaki and the Department of Defense or the Pentagon stating they're coming back. A spirit of Yaya, absolutely. And I've known Yaya for a couple of years, and humor is a really important thing, especially now with everything going on. Are the Anunnaki green people? No, but they're very tall. They can be up to probably 13 or 14 feet tall. J&M, it might be raining meatballs in 2 years, and those meatballs might be actually orbs. Lyrans are here. See, a lot of the space people are here, and they make themselves known to people they want to make themselves known to. I think a lot of you out here will eventually have, it's an honor to see you always, Yaya. You're a great, great spirit of light. Thank you, Linda. We just got the haircut a couple of days ago. I want to be prepared for contact, so I figured my hair has to look good. So if I ever get to meet the space people, I want my hair to be good. Kong is in the Appalachian Mountains in Maryland. Really nice, Kong. That's really beautiful up there. Jerry Dibb says, can we talk about collaboration? Can we have a private message chat? We probably could if I get a chance to do that. Message me. I'm not opposed to it. But definitely give me a message. Wink says, who's being visited by Anunnaki in Pennsylvania? My friends Ray and Mary, Half Pint. They're in contact with the Anunnaki. Let's see. Lois says, a year or so ago, somebody in Las Vegas reported a 10-foot being. Interesting. I didn't even know about that report. Yeah, there's no link on those, D. And that's because of my news background. I'm going to question those people. I think I'm going to message some of those people with those reports, and I want to ask them, where did they get the link from? Where's the source of information? I'm going to come to them as a prospective news story. So I want to ask them, where did they get their information about the Pentagon? And I want to see if they actually do have a source of information or a link to what they're saying. There's two of them posting this stuff. I don't think they know each other, and I want to really find out if they have real substantial proof that the Pentagon has stated this in any level in Washington. Interesting, Tara. My video from last night, I wasn't moving in the car and I was at a stoplight. Oh, interesting. Amanda Punk in North Carolina. Good to see you. Yeah. I think I'm ready for contact. I want to look good to the space people when it does happen for all of us. I think we should all look good. We should all really look good. And we have one more hour of encounters. We're at 62.7. Let's everybody start tapping, share, like, love. Let's see here. Oops. Lizzie Hightower says, D, in my neighborhood, another attack today. A video of fire response, dogs, birds, cats, just. Oh, they are. They're beautiful people. The Anunnaki rock slur, yes, today they do. They started out as not being the most lovable people in the world, but they had a transformation the way I understand it, and they are here with very good intentions now to assist humanity. For All Relative says that's link is from March 14th, 2024, linked information. Thank you for the friendship. I appreciate the gift. Yeah, it's good they did change. Thank you, Amanda, for the friendship necklace. And again, welcome all the people to Encounters. And I'm almost out of the apple cider. I know third face from the moon. He's been on YouTube for a lot of years, Marie. And he actually at one point I was going to interview him on my radio show. I don't know what happened to that, but he's been doing stuff for years. I haven't been on his YouTube channel for years, so I've been keeping up with him. Well, again, it's questionable what the Pentagon's saying because being my background's news media, I've not been able to find any links to what these two TikTokers I've seen talking about the Pentagon. I've not seen any legitimate information regarding that. So I will look into it. But part of me is actually interested in calling the Pentagon possibly tomorrow. Maybe. I'm thinking about this now, seriously, and saying, oh, I've heard reports that the Pentagon knows a little bit more about what is called the Anunnaki. Can you give me over to somebody in the Pentagon that knows about the Anunnaki? I wonder what they would do if I did call them up and ask them that question. Hi, I'm calling from the show Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. And I'd like to, thank you, my pet's out of control. I'd like to talk to somebody who's involved with extraterrestrial communications regarding the Anunnaki. Can you please let me know what's going on? Shayla says, don't get yourself on the list. I'm a little bit bold that way. There's a part of me that is like, I don't care and I'm going to do it. Teresa says I should call the Pentagon. How many people want me to call the Pentagon tomorrow? I mean, this idea is just popping in my head right now as I'm doing the show here. Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, I think Lois says calm. You know what? I think I will do that. I am going to call them. I don't know if my phone will be tapped, but I'm going to call them. Joey said, hey, Joey. Joey's telling me he wouldn't suggest I do that. Marie, what do you think I should do? Marie, you still in there? The Wootis. You think I should call the Pentagon? Yeah, Men in Black, they're real. You don't hear much about them now, but in the 50s, 60s, 70s, they were definitely real. Asset the Zeta good? No. The Zeta are definitely not good. They were involved in projects with our government in abducting human beings for over 70 years. Yeah, so Utis, you think I should call the Pentagon? You think it's a good idea? Go for it? Okay. I respect that. I think I will do it for the sake of my news background because I studied news media with Pacifica Radio for 4 years. I think I need to do that. I'll approach it this way. There have been reports coming out of the Pentagon that I've been seeing on TikTok stating that the Pentagon knows about that the Anunnaki are coming back to Earth. Is there any truth to that coming out of the Pentagon? Now, I don't know that you're going to tell me the truth. Let me get you somebody right now. Hold on, please. My pets, I definitely will take a look at it. And Yaya says, I've learned that there are 3 teams of men in black. I didn't know that. I know the ones I've seen in the men in the suits. Um, Interesting, Yaya. Yaya, come up. We got to bring Yaya up here. I want to know about the 3 teams of the men in black. We'll see if Yaya can come up with me here. My good friend Yaya on Encounters. Hey, Yaya.
Hi, Commander. How are you? Let
I'm
me see
doing
if I
good.
can get my camera on.
Yeah, this is my friend Yaya. I've known her as probably as long as I've been on. She's one of the earlier
TikTok.
people I met on TikTok, but I knew nothing about what I was doing here. Um,
No.
hey, Yaya, beautiful
Hi,
soul.
how are you?
So tell us about the 3 different types of men in black for educational
I just
purposes.
learning of them actually in the last 2 weeks. And there's actually 3 teams of them, and one is actually benevolent, kind of watch out for the human race. They watch
Hmm.
out for uh, tricksters, and um, they all have experience beyond what some of us even realize. And then there's the other two that one works very, very highly with the not so good space beings. And then the, the, the third are, they're kind of like, they're like the universal policeman. But I'm actually learning a lot more, and I'll share it more with you. I had no idea there was 3 teams.
I didn't
So
know that either.
it,
That's new to me.
yeah,
So I
but
wonder,
it,
do the ones that are good, Yaya, do they go after the ones that are bad? Have you heard anything about that
they,
happening? Or
they do. They have, it is absolutely mind blowing how they get their information, but they
mm-hmm,
also, too, they carry high vibration. They
mm-hmm,
work on their spirituality as well. So
mm,
they excuse me, they have abilities to get information from the star, from our galactic friends,
mm-hmm,
and they work in between, they work with them back and forth. And
hmm,
plus they work with, there's some ones that also here on earth that work in high places, but they're also very, very loving people,
mm-hmm,
and they only want the best for us. And we're such
mm.
a beautiful time right now where we are, and how we're evolving, how we're waking up, and it's just, I'm glad to be alive, witnessing it.
Yeah. Isn't it a great time to be here? I
It
mean, what
is.
better time to be here? I mean, all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world and all the distractions, there is one real purpose. And you know me long enough to know me on TikTok that my sole purpose is to liberate the planet, get people out of, being jealous of other people, getting
Yeah,
involved in interactions and conflicts with other human beings on social media, and
yeah,
get down to being focused on yourself, and elevating your spiritual levels of light and get with the ticket because we're coming close to a period, whether people agree with me or not, we are going to have contact.
yeah,
And there's no I've known this before I got on TikTok. I knew it before I got on Facebook. I've known it for years, but now is the time when all this is going to start happening. There are people out there that still don't believe we're going to have contact. Hey, look,
I
it's a
know,
free will
I know.
universe. You don't want to believe there's contact and that the world's falling apart and that your life is a miserable life. You can live that life. You chose that life.
That's so
You haven't
true.
chose that life. I haven't chose that life. I hope a lot of people here are watching it haven't chose that life. I'm excited about the day we have contact. I'm excited about meeting my star family. I think
Yeah,
everybody should be because we all have one.
very,
It doesn't mean that everybody remembers it, right? It's a matter
right.
of learning, educating, meditating, and just allowing yourself to center. You know?
That is just so well spoken, Commander. People, you can't fake the funk. You
No.
have to go in and do the work. You have to go in and know who you truly are. And I don't mean that by going and do past life readings. I don't mean that by
Right.
it is who you are as an individual, as a spiritual light worker. You are a humble, benevolent, loving being, and unconditional love. And that's the goal. You love everything, it, and you can't judge. There's no judgment. And that's how, I try to live my every day.
Mm.
And
Mm.
you be the example, you be the change you want to see. And, going in, learning who you are, going into yourself is probably the most important thing on this journey. Is
Mm.
amongst all the chaos, if you cannot get yourself centered and calm down and at peace, once you can do that, there's nothing you can't handle. There's nothing in this world you can handle.
Mm.
Because and then you're aligned with your guide, you're aligned with source, you're aligned all. I mean, how can it get any better? How
Mm.
can it get any better?
Mm. Well said, yeah. You always speak
Thank
good
you.
wisdom, and one of the things I believe is that people get entangled in the things that are the pettiest things in the world. I've seen it on here on TikTok, and I say to these people, grow up. You're adults.
Yeah.
Get it together. Don't attack other people. If you have to attack other people, that means your vibrational levels are not high. It means you're
Means you
going
got
into a
some work
place
to do.
that you have, and I don't care how many crystals you have in your house. It doesn't mean you're enlightened. If you personally attack another person, it means you're not enlightened. It means that you're going backwards. You're going into a primitive mode of being with your eyes closed and getting angry because you're not the person that's doing that thing, or you're not having that thing happen to you. So there's, I think, a part of people that are jealous of other people. So they use other trivial things to create problems for other people. I've seen it here on TikTok. I know it's happening. It's the
Yeah.
most ridiculous thing as an adult I've ever seen people do who are adult. These people are adults doing to
Yeah.
another person and or whatever. And they need to stop doing it because they're acting so mature that they're like a bunch of bullies going after somebody. We don't do that. If we are here for enlightenment, if we're here to be light workers, one of my new protocols of the show is if you bully somebody, I'm going to block you. If you bully somebody, I'm going to report you. I'm not going to tolerate people going after other people. It's not the way we're supposed to be. If we are spiritual, be spiritual. If you're not going to be spiritual, then you need to go on a parallel universe, get on a planet by yourself, sit there and meditate for 20 hours.
You know what's
That's my deal.
interesting? What's so interesting is that if in my little yut, in my thoughts,
Yeah.
the universe is so big,
Mm-hmm.
and it is wrong to, if someone can never see a fairy, it doesn't mean that you're not on the right path. If someone is never being able to see an orb, that doesn't mean you're on the right path. This universe is so huge that there are so many different ways to you can be anything you want to be, but believe and know what you know.
Mm-hmm.
And stay to that. Don't always worry, and because you can't see something, or you never what's the word, never condemn somebody for what they are, or who they are, or what they believe. Because they be who you are and be the example. And then if that's how you can infect the next person, is be true to who you are, and that's all that matters.
So true. Yeah. We do. I see things all the time in my, years of experience off the internet, off the things. I've seen people I've confronted when my friend had an angel shop, and this person knew the person, and when they confronted them, the way they were acting, looked them right in the face, eye to eye, they backed off because I saw what they were doing. I said, "Look, you say to be all these things. You're wearing this really cool crystal, but you are not who you say you are, and you're laughing like it's funny, and it's not funny. And so I confront people like that. I don't back down. If someone mistreats somebody, I will confront them, because if you're an adult, you should know better. And if you're especially a person says, "Oh yeah, I have crystals. I'm a light worker." Yeah, you're a light worker. Show me your light. Show me the
That's
true
right.
light of yourself. Be that person. If you're not going to be the light, the commander is going to be coming after you. And that's my new motto now on my show. If I know people that are being attacked, I will confront that person attacking them and say, "Where is your light? Who are you attacking another person? You better get your
Right.
act together." And
Right.
I went on meditation a couple of nights ago when I wasn't on here, and I got downloaded messages, and I had time to reflect on and everything I'm doing. And I say, I'm going to bust the matrix and bust people in a loving way to confront them if they attack other people. It's just not in my being. I will not accept it, and I don't accept it. I have my crystals, but my crystals are activated, and in the
Yeah.
highest levels of consciousness, every one of these crystals I've had in 20 years, I can use right now and send energy right through the roof here on my show if I wanted to. And you know that. You see me do it.
Abs- it's
You know,
possible. It's very
it's
possible.
possible. That's the word. It's possible. We just have to wake up to who we are and
Yeah.
be conscious of who we are and
Yeah.
love everybody. Because if we're going to have contact with space people, everybody, you have to act in love everywhere.
Well,
You
you
don't
know,
have to like somebody, but you can love people.
I learned through meditation that a space person or our galactic family, they're going to know you by name, but they're only going to know you by how much you vibrate. How high is your frequency? They know you by how you vibrate, and it you know, it and I like that. I'd rather work on my vibration and keep myself up. I couldn't tell you anything going on in the world. I couldn't tell you a thing. I thought there was never be a day that I would say I don't watch TV, I don't listen to nothing. I'm in my garden, I'm in nature. I meditate. My head's in the clouds, always looking for something in the clouds,
Mm,
and I'm happy doing that because I get messages from universe. I get messages from my guides.
mm.
They're in my trees, and I'm happy that way.
Yeah.
And life is good. It's very good. I had someone ask me if I knew what was going on somewhere else, and I'm sorry, I have no idea. And
Yeah.
they were actually kind of surprised. And you know
Yeah.
what? Unplug just a day, and see how that'll
Mm.
help you. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
she unplugged. She unplugged for almost a week now, I think,
Oh, wow.
and she had no idea that it would affect her that much, in a
Oh,
very
wow.
calming way. And
Mm. Mm.
you know,
You know.
it's just I love my world. I love this collective. I love where we
Mm.
are. I love what you do, Commander. How
Oh,
you
thank
can
you.
keep an even keel, and because you get it right and left,
Oh,
but
I
you're
do.
still
I do.
authentic. And that's what's
Thank you so
important.
much.
You're authentic.
Someone's asking me, Ron says, Commander, you need to explain you can feel the bad emotions. You don't react negatively when it happens. So let me explain that, Ron. Thank you for the question. So, because I also work in space consciousness, I am a Christed being of light. I've been a Christed being of light probably all my life, but I didn't know it when I was a kid, because I was a kid. Thank you so much for the gifts. But as a Christed being of light, I know that I have to act in a certain way. I'm not acting. Acting is just putting on an act, but I have to act in a very specific way, and that's being an activist, an activated person in cosmic light. So, for example, I know right now that the Ashtar Command is watching this show. I know when I'm not on here that they're very much watching me, watch everything I do. They know everything. And when I talk about the fact that I do have parents off planet, I knew that for years. I just didn't know who they were. I know I have parents off planet. I've seen them. I have pictures that were shared with me by FWF. And she has had, no matter what anybody thinks about her, the immature people, she's documented her experiences. She's been taken off planet multiple times. Regardless of her own lifestyle, what's happening to her, those things when I see happening to a person, I'm totally appalled at people acting that way towards another person. It goes against everything in my body that I believe in as a spiritual being of light. I'm never going to be hypocritical. I'm going to stand and tell those people, get your act together, stop attacking another person, and stop playing these games. If you want to get to that point of being enlightened to where you're going to have beautiful things happen, you got to start working on yourself instead of attacking other people, which I see prevalent on, not just here, but I see it in other places. I've seen it in a good part of the New Age community or the spiritual community. And I think people need to just get their acts together. So I've come on with a really strong redefinition of who I am. And my definition is I'm not going to put up with anybody. I don't care if I've only known you for a day or for 5 years. No one is going to attack anybody ever again. If they are, like I said, that's a good initiation for me to report them on TikTok for abusing their privilege of being here for the right purposes. And I think I'm right in where I stand. I will stand strong in my light on this, on the show, and I will never, ever allow that to happen again.
Oh, that's cool.
I've been, some people know what I'm talking about, and I'm really firm about this. And when people come crying to me about this person and that person, I don't want to hear it anymore. Wake up, get your act together, stop crying, and do your spiritual work. That's my deal.
You're right. It's irrelevant. It is absolutely irrelevant. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't either.
But to each his own. Everybody's at their own. Everyone's at their own juncture in their journey, and they eventually, hopefully, learn.
Yeah.
And unconditional love doesn't have any kind of there's no, how do you say that? There's no this way or that way. It's
right.
It is it. And that's it. There's nothing else. And you can't have unconditional love with conditions.
Right.
No matter who they are.
That's right.
And, you are unconditionally. If I say I love you, I don't turn around and have odd words to say about you the next day. And that's how we need to change. That's how we need to, And
I agree.
Even, even if a person is making bad decisions, and I'm not saying anybody is, but who are you to point it out? Who are you to say anything about anybody? Pay attention to yourself. And
right. It's funny how people, and I've seen these people, I've had to take them off my show, and I've confronted them. They didn't like it. And I said, look, if you're going to be that way with another human being, what makes you such a great human being to be attacking another human being? That makes you less of a good, loving human being. I don't care how many beautiful hearts you give me or how many beautiful peace signs you give me. If you attack another human being, I've lost all respect for you.
Yeah.
As soon as you start doing that, you better work on yourself, man. You better get it together, because we're at a time now where the great transformation is happening. People around this planet need to get their act together before contact happens, because it's going to happen. Whether it happens this year, next year, or the following year, it's definitely going to happen, irregardless of what people think.
I think it's going to happen pretty soon. Well,
I think so too. Relative to human beings, what we think soon is.
I know. They're probably hearing us right now going, oh, there they go again. there they go again.
They're watching us on the monitoring screen right now. People might not believe it, and I've said this before. I know you do. I don't care if people believe that we're being monitored on this show from a spaceship. I've said it numerous times. I know we're being monitored. They can watch everything and hear everything everyone is doing and saying in the comment section.
Since you're right, everybody. You hear my frogs out here. I'm outside in my
beautiful.
Yeah. Ever since, I think I told you, and this was now maybe 2 years ago, when I saw those orbs, and I still remember it. It was at 4:02 in the morning, and they were the size of VW bugs. They were huge, and we think of orbs, everybody's thinking of orbs in their room. These orbs were huge, and there was 5 of them. And 3 passed in front of me, out
Mm.
in my field, and
Mm-hmm.
then two flew over my house. One went the west and one went to the south. I will never forget that. And I went, if I was given the privilege to see that,
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going to see him again. I know I will. And I've seen ships up in the sky. You know, it's interesting, the veil getting thin, and as
Yeah.
we spiritually mature, we get the ability to see a little bit easier,
Yeah.
and and to look up and see them and go and know it in your heart they're there. Plus, I how do I say this? I don't mean this with any kind of neener.
Neither,
Me
neither.
being
That's,
by Mount Shasta,
oh
I
yeah.
think I'm in a highway here. And so I think we've seen things here probably for 30 years,
Yeah.
and it's been amazing sometimes.
And
But
Yaya is in Mount Shasta, which I'm jealous in a good way.
yeah,
I'd love to go
that's what I
there.
meant.
I've heard stories that people have stories where people. I heard a story a long time ago. I think it was a documentary. I can remember exactly. They were walking up Mount Shasta on the mountain, and these beings appeared that were human in like beautiful robes. And they told one had long hair, and they told them they had to go back down the mountain. They're not allowed to go up here. I guess they were going up trying to get up to the entrance into the mountain that takes you into the city of Telos, which exists in Mount Shasta.
Yeah.
That's where the space people live in Mount Shasta in Telos, which is a real. I had this woman Diane Robbins. She wrote a book about Telos many years ago. A good friend of mine, and if you look at her books on Telos, her name is Diane Robbins, and she communicated telepathically with people from a space being from Telos. She had telepathic communication. She wrote 2 or 3 books about it.
Well,
So
I'm going to look
I'm,
that up.
yeah, Diane. Her name is Diane Robbins, and you look at her
Diane
books on
Robbins.
Telos, the city of Telos. She communicated with a space being from the city of Telos. I know her personally. I haven't communicated with her for years. She lived in upstate New York, and she would come to our Ashtar Command gatherings. And she's quite a beautiful person. She's probably now. I would say she could be in her 70s. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've read a book about Telos, but I don't remember the author's name. That's something
yeah.
that happens sometimes as we get a little older. You don't remember all the names correctly.
But the good thing is, yeah, we're going to get younger. Once we make contact, we can change our aging
Yes,
process.
I am so excited.
I am too. I am too. That's going to be a
The
great
other
thing.
day I was looking in the mirror and I went, matter of fact, I think I'm getting younger. Because with our DNA, not our junk DNA, our DNA, because we are activating, our crystalline bodies. We're going back to that. I
Yeah.
truly think when we get on this journey and we become to a certain spiritual maturity, and
Hmm.
uh, our DNA gets to a certain point, and we start resonating at a certain point, it we start reversing a little bit, I believe,
Mm.
and I like to believe that, you know.
Well, I think where you are now, Yaya, and I think I can speak for what I'm saying. You are now going to be reversing your age. Excuse me, a
Bless
little bit
you.
of an allergy cough here going. I have an allergy for a few days in New England. The weather's kind of been changing on and off a little bit,
Yeah.
um, but I think you have a wisdom about you, and an
Thank
enlightened
you.
being that you are. You are actually, excuse me, you are a space consciousness in a human form. Give me a second here.
Bless you, honey.
It's just me coughing. It has to happen, but I
You're
am.
almost out of your cider, huh?
I have enough left to drink to keep me from coughing up a storm here. I don't like to
Oh,
cough on the
thank you.
show, but it happens. But what I'm trying to say is essentially you are de-aging and you have the wisdom and the knowledge and you keep and one thing about Yaya, folks, as you get to know her, she's very focused. And the many couple of years I've known her, she is always consistently a person of love, unconditional love. She's ready for contact and she's excited about contact, and she's in her own spiritual realm in Mount Shasta where she is in that vibrational frequency of
Yeah.
love, unconditional love. And that's where we all need to be when contact happens. Every single person out there, we talk about the whole thing with the spaceships and everything, but beyond that, every single human being has to be in that frequency of love in order for it to, when it does happen, that these people come off a spaceship and they see a bunch of people running around angry, because they don't have unconditional love. We as a human race have to ascend to a higher frequency and level if we are going to make a great presentation for ourselves when contact happens. We have to be that. And, I'm determined to see that this planet is liberated, shaken up, and waking people up. And I think you're doing a great job, Yaya. When you do your lives, you're helping people too, right?
Yes, I am. Thank you,
You
Commander.
definitely are. No, I've watched you. I don't always have time to go in everyone's lives that I love, but I've watched you, and you're doing beautiful things,
Thank you. Thank you. It's an
All
honor
right.
and it's a privilege.
Well, I thank you so much too. I couldn't be here without people like yourself. So I
you.
appreciate that. Yaya, we're going to let you down now that you're famous.
Thank you.
Thank
you. And I'll let you know more about the 3 teams of men in black.
I want to know more about
researching.
that. Yeah, definitely. I'll let you be the person to let us know more about that because you're researching it.
Thank you very much.
All right, Yaya, everybody in Mount Shasta.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Commander. You're so kind.
You're very welcome. Always, always, always. This is the way I operate, folks. And this is the day I wasn't on. I spent a lot of time meditating about how people act with each other. And I made a decision. I'm going to bust the matrix. I'm going to go after those people that are attacking people that I know. I'm going to do it in a very loving way, but I'm not going to let them do it anymore. It's got to stop. It's kid stuff. It's ridiculous stuff, And as a talk show host of a really popular show for 3 years, I can do something like that. And I do have some influence. You know what I mean? And it's going to stop because I will go after those people. All right. And I will bring that person onto my show because I can do that as host and I can do whatever I want as host. I can bring anybody up here I want to bring up. And this person is a contactee, regardless of what these other people are trying to do. She has physical contact. And what I'm going to do is show you a picture that is not made up. And I just want to do this for a minute. And she got the picture. And I'll show it to people that have never seen it. Now, when I talk about having space family, this is documented. And you're going to see this in a second here. Is this the one I want to show? Let me take a look here. I'm trying to get some better pictures. Let me see if I can show you this right here. I'm going to move out of the way for new people. This is documented by the person I know. And this is real footage. This is not CGI. This is not faked or anything. Oh, thank you for the roses. I want you to look at this picture. Is it the one I want to show you? I think it is. Give me a moment. Yeah, this might be it. Let me just double check. I want to make sure I got the right photo here. Is it this one? Give me a second. Maybe that's not it. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to make sure I think it might be this photo here. So on this photo here, and I could be getting confused, one of the photos here, you'll see a face. Or is it this photo here? Let's see, this one here. That's not it. Let's see. It might be this photo. It might be this photo here I'm showing you. I could be confused about which one it is. It's one of the two. So when you look at this photo, you can see a face and what appears to be, is it the next one? Okay, this picture was taken by the person I know. And now you're looking at the lighter part. You can see the hair and the face, the side of the face. Okay, this picture here is documented, and there are other pictures that I don't have yet. But this is one picture of the space being. Okay, and the space being, that's not it. The lower part area, that's part of an outfit. You're looking at the wrong part. Look above around the lighter color skin of the human face. There's a half a picture of the hair and the skin tone. Okay. And you can see it's not the bottom part. Look at the top part. You see a chin, and you can see the ears on the outer part. The hair is like dark. Okay. So no, it's not creepy at all, D. So what I'm trying to use, I can't blow it up any further than this. But what I will show you is, and I have the other picture. Let me go to the other picture here. Give me a second. The other picture, this might be it. One of them here. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see here. I think it's this picture here. I think it is. No, that's not it. Where was I? I think it's this picture. Yeah, so it's this picture here. I keep going back and forth. So this picture here is the one. This is the picture. Okay, and this picture here is a picture of the side of my father's face. I think this is it. No, it's not a gray. D, it's not a gray. This is a human being. There's a whole story behind this. So I'm going to point here up this way. I'm pointing my finger up to, let me see, I'll take a crystal. I'll use one of my crystals to be a pointer. So right here, let's see, I'm going to point it right here, straight up, okay? Maybe right here, maybe. Can I do this? Right there. I'm pointing it straight up there. The side of the face is right there. Okay? That's the side of the face. That's my space father. My space father, his name is Robar. He is real. He does exist. And he's on a spaceship. My mother, his name is Luna. I don't have a picture. I don't have a good picture of her yet. I will. And then I have a brother and two space sisters. So this is one star person. This is one human person in one. He's wearing a space outfit, and he's human. So you're seeing a side picture of my father in the picture. I had another picture, and let me see if I have that one. Hold on. And they're coming through what they call a rift. The other picture, I did have another picture. I don't know what happened to it, but this is the picture I'm going to show you right here. What age would your siblings? My siblings are probably thousands upon thousands of years old, but they look to be 30 or 40. So they're thousands of years old, but they seem to be 30 or 40. I'm going to try to get clearer pictures sent to me that I'll start sharing on my show here. But this is the kind of stuff you need to understand. That they watch this show. My star family, my space family are watching this show on a monitoring system on a spaceship right now as we speak. Okay? They are watching this show. And because I went into my meditation, I've come back stronger in my spirit, stronger in what I believe in and understand to be true. And I will never be thrown off the fence, ever. Okay? So yeah, they're thousands of years compared. Like, so if someone here is 80 years old, a lot of times an 80-year-old human looks like, one 80-year-old can look way younger than the other 80-year-old. It's kind of amazing when I see people of the same ages. Some of them look really, really beautiful, young, and others look like they're falling apart. So you're seeing the side face of my father in this picture here. And there was another picture. I don't know what happened to it. I have another picture which I'm trying to find. And actually, I'm going to this other picture. I forgot what these are. I should have made notes. Okay. Let's see. But this is the better picture. Yeah. So for now, this is the best picture I've got. I'm going to try to get better pictures of him. No, they're coming through a rift. So the lighting behind this is my space father coming through a rift in a house. They open the wall, the molecular structure of a building, of a wall, and they can come right through the wall. So if I get a better picture of my father, I will show it to you. Hey, UFO, UFPA. So I'm trying to let you know that I do have a space father off planet, and he is real. And when I get better pictures, I will show you better pictures when I get them. I'm going to ask my space family watching the show to allow that to happen so that I can show better pictures of you on the ships so people can see. Timmy, what you're looking at is a side view of the face of not the bottom part. That's all part of, that's not in relationship to the actual being. So if you look above my head to the camera, you see a space person part of their face. That would be my space father that you're seeing in that photo. Okay. And I will, as I can get the pictures, I'm going to start showing my space family on here. The next photo shows the best one. I'll go to the next photo. Kate, let's see here. And the next photo, let's see, I'm on the wrong thing here. When I go to the next photo, let me see if I can do it this way. This is a photo here. This is another photo where you can also see, well, there is image effects, but the actual photo of the image is real. There is a little bit of image effect affecting what you're seeing, but the actual photos are actual real, not doctored. These are not doctored photos. These are real photos of the space being. So I'm showing you these right now. I got the pic from a person I know that's been a contactee for over 3 years that I've known that person. Their information is absolutely real, documented, and I will stand with that information because I know it's true. If I didn't think it was true, I would tell you. The person behind your head in the next one, you didn't show. So I'm going to show you the other one here. And let me just do this here. Now, in this other one here, I can't remember. The only reason I'm not saying too much about this because I don't remember. There was a being coming through in the background. You can see a space being coming through what they call a rift in the background on the right side of this picture. Yeah. So on this side of the thing, you can see what appears to be something coming through, which is a rift. There is a being coming through the rift, through a wall, and that's how they come through. They come right through the wall. They can open up what they call a rift in the wall, and they come through. Yes, that is UFO, UAP. Absolutely correct. So I figured as we wind down the show, I wanted to show you, I'm hoping to get better pictures to document more things about my parents, and I will show you more pictures as we can document them. We will show you that. Thank you for sharing. Lupita, you're welcome. So I just want you to know that, yes, that's correct. That's correct, Half Pint. And Half Pint and Ray and Mary have also documented tons of stuff. They too are documenting. I've known them for just as many years as I've known April. And they have phenomenal things happen. Right, Mary? And Ray, they just are beautiful people. Just like up in Vermont, that this is only a small portion of the photos that have been documented from Vermont. And I'm hoping to get more pictures that I can show you here of my parents that are on the Ashtar ship. You know, and I read energy, and people know me. If you know me, really know me, you know that I know what's true and what's not, you know. And regardless of this is where I came in back on here on TikTok, really strong in what I'm going to do here. People need to just be love, act in love. And if we're going to have contact, you better get your acts together and be love, people, because the Ashtar Command is not happy seeing people attack each other. It's not the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be better than that. You know, we are supposed to be better than that. So be better than that. You know, treat your brothers and sisters with love. If you see somebody being a bully to somebody else, report them. Don't let it happen. I don't care who it is. It's not the way we're supposed to be. You got it? You get it? You understand it? I hope you do. You know, and I only can speak the truth, and I always do speak the truth. You know, if I see somebody on the street abusing somebody that is homeless, I will step in and stop it. I will stop it. Oh, the Anunnaki are here. They had a meeting. You know, we got to bring you guys up. I got to go back to my other screen here. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get into my. Let me go back. Let me see if I can bring. Mary, I think you're awake. Wait a minute here. I'm going to see if I can bring Mary, who's an Anunnaki, on my show. Mary, I'm going to be calling you Anunnaki Mary. Can we get her up here? I believe Ray is sleeping, right? Let me see. I'm not sure if Half Pint is shy or not. Let me see if she can come up. You got to be kidding me. At 12:51, you're getting ready for bed already? And I'm wide awake. You can't go to sleep. We won't let you do that. I know, right? Half Pint's never going to sleep. Well, it is almost 1 in the morning, and I know it's getting kind of late. Half Pint, we will let you go to sleep. We'll let you go to sleep. I want to hear about the meeting, though, with the Anunnaki. That's for sure. Well, it's almost 1 a.m. in the morning. I want to say one important message to you, all of you. Oh, you come on tomorrow night? Good. I want to say something really important. I love you all. That's my message. You know, I love doing this show. I love everyone out here. And I'll even love the people that need to learn some things about acting like mature adults. You know what I mean? So everybody, I think I'm going to go to sleep too. And tomorrow night, I'll look at things. This show's going to be on my TikTok. I got to make sure my other shows from the other 2 nights on my. I still do the radio show, but I'm on sort of a sabbatical. I'm really enjoying my TikTok time. So yeah, I do the radio show, but I should be coming back on the air sometime soon. But right now, I'm just really involved in what I'm doing here. Thank you, Teresa. And again, if you see somebody treating somebody bad on a live broadcast somewhere, being hypocritical, confront them about it. As a light worker, confront them. That's important to take care of, do those things. So with that, I will say I'm going to talk like a guru here for a minute. Thank you for all the gifts. I want to tell you something, and this is my cosmic spiritual understanding for every single human being in the Western world. Let me tell you something. If you are not being loved to yourself, you do not love yourself, how will you, let me try to speak English, how will you love other people? If you do not love each other, how will you love other people? I will do what I wish to do here on Encounters. I will bring people on here that you might not even understand who they are, but they will come on here and share their stories. They will tell their stories. Whether you believe their stories or not, you have free will. Remember that, human beings, you have free will on this planet. On TikTok, you have free will. You can either tick or talk, See the strange thing, you tick, talk, or talk. Well, if you're on tick and you talk, you can talk. The one thing about me, folks, is I have a good sense of humor. And even if I go after the people that are doing bad things to other people, I will confront them in a way that they will totally not know what to do anymore. They won't. Because I am me and you are you. Half Pint, thank you for the roses. I hope Ray doesn't get jealous. I don't want him to get jealous if you give me roses. I'm going to start blushing. Sonia, thank you for that. I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. I love you all. I really do. I'm gonna get some sleep. I got the day off tomorrow, and I'm just gonna chill out here, do a few things, and then go to sleep in a few minutes. He's not jealous? Oh, that's good. Let me tell you, would he be jealous of a guru? Half Pint, would he be jealous of a guru? I don't think he would. I'm in a very, people, when you get to know me, the way I'm able to exist on this planet is I've always had a sense of humor since I was a kid. You too, Yaya. Yeah. And you know what? I might just jump in to say hello to April if she's live, because I can do that, and I don't care what people think of me going into her live and sitting there and talking to her, because I can do that, because I'm that kind of person. I can care less what people think. Oh, did you know the commander went to see Friend of the Prairies live? Yeah, I did. What are you going to do about it? You're going to do nothing, because that's exactly what you're going to do. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to go in there. If she's on, I'm going to say hello to her and hang out for a little bit. So I want to thank you all. Oh, I'm sorry she blocked a lot of people, but, again, she's been through a lot. I don't think she intentionally means to block people. But a lot of people, though, have attacked her. And I've seen one video that had me in it that I didn't appreciate, and I reported it. I'm not going to mention the video, but the person that did it obviously was a coward, and that doesn't cut it. That's when I did my meditation and said, now I'm going to go after these people. But I know I'll talk to her, Half Pint. But again, she's had so much attacks on her that, she could have overreacted to some things. But, again, we all have to be love. That's the key thing. And that's where I'm at. There's too many things going on in the universe for us to be doing all these things. We need to come together, love, 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 and not go by other people's rumors, what other people hearsay about other people. That's just not the way of the light. That's not the way who we are, We'll talk to her. We'll see if I can get her to have you back in there and unblocked. Alrighty. For now, I'm going to say goodnight. Everybody, be well. I want to hear about the Anunnaki meeting that happened, Half Pint. Can I heal dried up kidneys? That's the one thing I will not go there. I don't think I can do that. I know what I can do. I can take out implants, but I'm not sure that I can say that I can heal a kidney thing. I just don't feel comfortable with that. But I do know what I feel comfortable with is the implant removals. I'm 100% there. Anything else on the human body, I don't want to even get there because I don't want to. Even if I've been given the ability to do something like that, I'm not sure I'd want to do it, you know? So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. I love you all. And let me see. We'll catch you all later. Okay, everybody sleep well. Half pint, have a good sleep. May you have a journey off planet to the Anunnaki ship. And we'll catch you all again. Take care, everybody. Peace.